Welcome back to another video, folks. Here in the gardens at Wild East Farm, looking over some of our newly planted beds that we got planted out with a good group of volunteers late last week, and wanted to walk around and just do a quick garden update as we're entering mid-March and getting things ready for a bountiful spring. Please make sure to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Transplants are going outside for a final hardening off before we get them planted over the next few days. Got tons of brassicas, onions, fennel, loads of kale, chard. First transplanting of the year, getting onions in. I've got yellows and one variety of red that's a nice pickling onion, but fun to see plants going on the ground.
I'm an onion in the wind.
We've got a crew of volunteers coming out to help mulch and transplant this afternoon. We got a couple beds done already: kale, broccolini, Napa cabbage, and got everything else prepared with the tilther and the gritter. But by the end of the day today, almost this whole block will be planted out. It's a beautiful thing.
As soon as we start planting and walk it back to meet them.
It might be, we might need more. If we have 4 other people planting, we might need to do 2 beds at a time or something. I guess, 2 people dropping is the way to make it faster. Or
all right, log planting. It's going great. We've got our beds of brassicas planted out. We had a big group of people that made this work possible in a very short amount of time. Chard, cabbage, collards, kale. In the distance covered up, we've got some Napa. And this was our big push planting for the spring. We've got successions of lettuce and different greens that are going in over the next month. We're also starting to direct seed some crops. This block is going to be planted out over time shortly. We've got direct seeded cilantro in here and some peas that we're staking up with T-posts standing around. And I wanted to just point out that in this no-till system, there are some unique challenges in the wintertime, especially when we're moving into spring. So in the winter, we have a mix of methods that we use to cover the beds, and some beds we leave uncovered still, but we do a variety of cover cropping, tarping at different times, keeping crops in the ground through the winter, some hardy stuff like spinach and red Russian kale that can do well. But usually around this time of year with the deep compost system, we find that there does have to be a pretty good weeding overhaul to get ready for spring. It doesn't stay effortlessly weed-free year-round, and that's okay. We don't put a lot of time or attention into weeding because it never gets out of control in the winter. But when we are transforming the dormant state of these gardens into getting ready to plant, we make sure that we do a really good, thorough weeding pass and reapplication of a bit of fresh compost. We're going to go through soon and rework the edges of the garden. And something I notice is a lot of the folks who really utilize this deep compost, no-till, no-dig method live in more northern climates where the ground is covered in snow for many months, or the the climate is just such that things are not continuing to grow in the winter time. But being in the southeast, we have to learn how to work with that and adapt to our unique circumstance. Meanwhile, this is a good example of the season extension that some caterpillar tunnels give you. We've been getting different crops out of here through the winter. This arugula is about ready to pick this week. We've got 2 beds of lettuce mix, and just walking in here, you can notice even on this mild day, it's still about 10 degrees warmer in here. But just wanted to show that through these colder months in January, February, March, where the weather is very unpredictable and it's very hard to grow vegetables outside, such a simple piece of infrastructure can help extend our season pretty dramatically. Just showing some more crops. We've got red Russian that has survived the winter and gonna give us a few more harvests. Second succession of radish this winter in here. Some more arugula on this side of the tunnel. And we're just several weeks out from entering a season of bounty again. You can see there's some holes, and some of these guys look a little bit tattered through the really cold nights of winter that they survived, but definitely worth planting even in this unheated tunnel through the winter and getting harvests off of it and getting one last nice flush before we pull it out and flip the beds into something else. Bit of perspective of the prop tunnel and its location right next to the south gardens, which we've also begun planting out. First bigger succession of spring direct seeded greens. We've got onions in the back there, and I've kept you up to date on the garlic from very first planting and mulching to where it is now. We ended up feeling a bit silly. We had to take off the mulch because it contained a fair amount of rye seed in it, which we're not concerned about because the growing medium itself in our context is also acting as a nice insulative mulch. And these guys are starting to put on some serious growth. So that's it for today's video. Just wanted to give a very quick update on the gardens as we move into mid-March. It's an exciting time of year. We've got 2 new employees showing up at the farm at the end of the month as things move into the busier season. Look, it feels so good to see some green in the ground, and in about a month's time, the space is going to be transformed into utter bounty. Thanks for watching another video. Please again like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time.